This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up north in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Charlie, got a copy?
Roger, Roger, Jim, 100%. You're not too strong, but you're very Q5 direct, as I do not have the capability of the SDR receiving, as I don't have a computer here. But you're very, very Q5, and I have quite a bit of Captain Mike on here if conditions permit. So I assume you're probably getting me on Milford. How do you copy? Go ahead.
Roger, Roger, Charlie, 20 over on Milford. Roger.
Roger, Roger, Charlie, 20 over on Milford. Roger.
Okay, here's Captain Mike. Wait a minute.
5 minutes to 15 minutes, we should be on the ground. But you're 5'9", great copy on you there. And I guess maybe you weren't the best of conditions there. You were probably about a 2-2 at best on 40 meters. I'm not sure if you were hearing me at all, but I could tell you were there, and we were able to get a little bit of a communication there. I'm not sure if you were hearing me or not, but you're certainly back up 5'9" plus. We're at 36,000 and showing 300, exactly 300 miles from Sacramento. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. Temperature is minus 51, so it's nice and warm up here. To hear the rest of the group there, I'm glad you at least were able to work Bob. By the way, how well were you hearing me on 40?
Okay, now that was Captain Mike in Nevada, approaching the California border as he was heading west. As he was heading west, and here he is today. Here he is this morning.
Northeast right now. Going to come up over Mason City and then head more towards the east-southeast. Pick us up over Northbrook, across the lake there, and come up right over Big Harbor, and then onward towards Toledo and into Philadelphia there. So nice hearing both of you there. Good propagation. I have to ask Jim how the conditions are solar-wise. I think there is some more activity. I got a note that there was another CME in our direction, so I hope that's not a big one. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. City, Iowa, Charlie. We're kind of a little further north than usual. We're going to come in over Wisconsin and then down towards the southeast into just north of Rockford and then into Northbrook. But anyway, good copy on everybody. I'm going to probably sign here on the next one around here. I've got to cook up some breakfast here. I think the guys up here are getting a little hungry. KF7E, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. Northwestern corner of Chicago. So we're right now about 17 miles from the lake shore. Now looks like we're going to hit just south of Winthrop Harbor. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie, you're a 5'9" plus Charlie. How's my signal? Well, we're just about to come up over just over the lake now, so it won't be long. We had a little bit of a course change. We're going to be, we're still hitting just north of Benton Harbor, and then on over north of, what is that, Youngstown, is it? No, I'm thinking of South Bend, a bit north of South Bend, Indiana, and then over through to, right overhead Detroit, I'm sorry, Toledo, right over Toledo, Ohio, and then over Cleveland. So there's the route, and it won't be too much longer. We're doing about 524 knots, so doing about 8.5 miles a minute, so it won't be too much longer. Still showing about 600 miles from Philadelphia, and it looks like now about 20 after. Should be in the gate at 20 after 1. Okay, it's Whiskey Charlie. hopefully. We're just coming up over the central part of the lake there, Charlie. We still got a little ways to go. This is an immense lake. And right now we are showing about 37 miles from the other side of the other shoreline there. So that lake from where we're at, from the part of the lake that we're crossing, it's 60 miles wide. So that gives you an idea how wide that lake is on the southern part of the Lake Michigan. Go ahead. Roll your Q5, Charlie 5252 on that 0.4 of a watt. Go ahead. Last couple of weeks there for sure. It's a little bumpy, the last one going out to Sacramento, but today has been smooth all the way, so hopefully it'll stay that way. I'm not seeing anything up ahead here, so should be a nice trip here all the way around. And again tomorrow as well. So you going to be around tomorrow, by the way? Also, you're already past Benton Harbor. Okay, nice talking with you, Charlie, and we'll be listening for you there in just a little while longer. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie 73. Whiskey Charlie on the ground, Philadelphia, 40 meters upper sideband. Charlie, you're way down about a 5.2, and then you started coming up a bit. I'm not sure if it'd be better on the south antenna. Try your south antenna after this next transmission. Back to you, Charlie.
Okay, now there he was on the tarmac in Philadelphia at around 1:20 this afternoon on this May 5th on Friday. I'm sorry to make it so long. I didn't realize it was that long. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Did he say you were Q5 at half a watt?
Roger, Charlie. Did he say you were Q5 at half a watt?
Yeah, I was Q5 on 0.4 of a watt on the plane. Go ahead.
Roger, and where was he when he had that reading?
Roger, and where was he when he had that reading?
I think he was over the lower part of Lake Michigan, and just entering southwest Michigan and northern Indiana after just about to cross over the lake, heading east. Go ahead.
Roger, Charlie. Well, gosh, getting out with, even though you're missing your power amp, you're doing quite well with Barefoot Radio.
Power amp, you're doing quite well with Barefoot Radio.
Well, we try, Jim, we try, but Captain Mike is a very interesting person, and it was a real pleasure meeting him in person, and at that time co-pilot Jay. It was fantastic, and he sounds just the same in person as you hear him on the radio, or when he's in Southwest Virginia at his home, right near the northeastern part of Tennessee, near Bristol, Tennessee, and he sounds just the same. I just close my eyes and I can visualize him in any one of those places. Go ahead.
Roger. Well, gosh, Charlie, I really appreciate the recordings and keeping us up to date on everything. Roger.
Recordings and keeping us up to date on everything. Roger.
Okay, well, look, I'll sign with you on this one. Hopefully, we'll catch you next Friday. You're getting up to S8 direct. However, if you were on 20 meters 2 or 3 hours ago, you'd be way over 9. The skip was really into that distance. So a pleasure working you there, Jim, and we'll certainly see you next week. By the way, the weather is mostly cloudy. It was very sunny this morning, but it's mostly cloudy, but there's no threat of rain or anything, and the temperature outside is pretty close to 60 degrees. There's no buds and no leaves on the trees yet, although the grass is starting to green up somewhat. KC9VKV, this is K1GZL, and all we're running output is not much more than 40 watts right now. 40 watts, so go ahead.
Roger, Charlie. Well, they're getting out and making the mark. So let me say 373 up that way. And you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next Friday, Roger.
And you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next Friday, Roger.
Roger, Jim, and keep up the wonderful work that you're doing for all the hams and new equipment operator. The new equipment. It's amazing what you're doing to help them get everything performing like it really should. And KC9VKV, K1GZL, Clarksville, northern New Hampshire, on the Quebec border of Canada, saying 73.
73, Charlie. And just a reminder, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. My name is Jim, KC9VKV, and I'm better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And we were recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days. So when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That'll take you to our YouTube Qso-Vlog page, where we're currently featuring over 2,500 Qso-Vlog aircheck recordings. This recording will be cut number 1 in that series, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. So without further ado, let's open it up. If you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout.